Getting the kids on board was probably pretty easy. They're young enough and they're at a young enough age that the changes for them weren't that significant.
I'm getting the water from the rain in the rain barrels up there instead of getting it out of a faucet or something, so it saves city water.
You feel good when you do this? How do you feel? Tell me.
Good, because I'm saving water.
Mitchell, I'll see you tonight, okay, buddy?
We might be reminding them about turning the lights off more often. The temperature may be set a little bit different in the house, a little warmer in the summer, a little colder in the winter. So, other than getting over a few, complaints that, Daddy, I'm cold, and well, it's all right. Put a sweatshirt on, put a sweater on. And now, things like recycling, saving energy, it's very, very second nature to them, and they understand why it's important and why it's the right thing to do.
We put our clothes on the line instead of using the drying machine.
That was one of the changes we made. We bought an energy efficient washer and dryer, but we also felt like, hey, people for years, used to dry their clothes by just putting them outside and letting the sun do the work. So we put up a clothesline, and when the weather's good, we check the Weather Channel. We're big Weather Channel fans. Check the Weather Channel. If the weather's going to be pretty good, we'll put them out on the line. Even if they don't get 100% dry, they'll get most of the way there, and then we can throw them in the dryer for 5 minutes, finish them off, and be done with them. And a lot of times we'll co-opt the kids into putting the clothes out, so I've got free labor to do it, so that works out pretty well.
We get eggs from our chickens, so it saves energy from the people who have to deliver the eggs to the store.
The chickens are more of a hobby. We did that. We got a box of baby chickens in the mail last year and raised them with the kids, and really wanted the kids to have a little bit more of a experience of living a little closer to the land. But that also is a good thing in terms of getting your food locally. We do pay attention when we're at the grocery store to what we're buying. We like buying berries when they're in season, but we try not to get we get them when they come from Georgia or Florida or North Carolina, and we pay attention not to buy them when they're coming from South America out of season because of the energy impact of trying to import those things. We got 2 chickens, we get 2 eggs a day, which is what our family needs. And even though it seems like a simple thing, that little egg, by the time it leaves the farm, travels to the store, they put it in the rack, they process it, they put it in a packaging, they put it in the rack, and it comes home. We're not incurring any of that, and we got fresh eggs and they taste great. I don't know if I'd classify myself as an environmentalist. I guess I would. I'm very, very interested in and concerned about the environment. But also these changes haven't negatively impacted my lifestyle or our lifestyle. It's my contention that anybody could start down this path really without a dollar to invest initially. If you made a decision tomorrow that you wanted to start saving energy and reducing your carbon footprint, you could start by turning off more lights and adjusting the thermostat. Within a month or 2, you'd have saved enough money doing that to buy your first 2 or 3 compact fluorescent lights. 2 months later, you've saved enough to buy 6 more lights, and the whole process would continue. And I've saved $15,000 so far. In a couple of more years, I've got enough money to put the solar electric system on my roof without any out-of-pocket costs. And then my savings, instead of $3,000 a year, will be $4,000 a year or $4,500 a year. So 10 years later, you've got more than enough money to make all of those investments. So it doesn't have to be the type of thing where you feel like, hey, if I don't have the money, I can't make these changes. I'm stuck with what my current appliances are, because you can make changes in behavior and those can start contributing to cost savings.